Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 14. Y'all, let's get into it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop boop.
auntie that
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hi, everybody, and this is Auntie. Let me fix some things up here. There we go. Hi, everybody. This is Auntie, and I'm here to do my review of Married at First Sight. Finally. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this channel. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 14, I probably would rate this episode a C-. Let me know down in the description box or the comment section, what you would rate this episode of Married at First Sight. I know that you all have been missing me, and I had mentioned in the closure of another video that I had not done Married at First Sight for the last 2 weeks because it was boring. It still remains boring, but I figured after 3 weeks, y'all probably figured that I'm gone. Okay. And so we're going to cover a little bit of this episode with these couples. Just as a note, if you are interested in self-help, self-care, self-awareness, purpose for life, all that kind of stuff, join me over at Auntie's Advice channel for women tonight, which is going to be changed, okay? But I am going to be talking about judgment. And this is I got to hear what you got to say about this, Auntie, okay? So if you are interested in those things, join me over there tonight where we sit in the red chase and we have a conversation, women and men to women and men. Now, the channel does say channel for women, but men are absolutely welcome until I get permission to change the channel's name. Okay. So, hi, members. I see y'all. See all of this green. Oh, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. So, let's get started. I'm going to bring up the pictures of the couples as we talk about them. And that's how it goes over here on this channel. Okay. This is not a play-by-play. This is called a rant. What does a rant mean? That I'm going the hell off. Okay, that I'm going off. All right. Clint and Gina, I don't know why they still on this show, other than the fact that maybe the both of them have something that they want to sell or to advertise to us. I am just so disinterested in this couple because they disinterested in themselves. Now, this week we see Pia come out, and I think that's her name. And she's coming out and she is talking to the couples because she's a sex expert. And I was like, she is some expert because, honey, them brassicas was sitting tightly in that shirt. Let me see if I got a picture of Pia somewhere or did I delete it? may have deleted it knowing me, because I would delete something, honey, in a heartbeat. Let's see if I got Pia in here somewhere. Because I did have a picture of her last season. Let's see. Did I delete her? I probably did, knowing me. Because I don't keep stuff on here that's unnecessary. Let me see. I'm going to go all files. And then I'm going to hit this letter P right here. And let's see what come down on this mother. Okay, we run this mother. What? Yeah, got rid of her. Okay. I don't have a picture of her. But anyway, so she is talking to the couples about, intimacy and all that. And like I said, that pink shirt was tighter than that shirt was tight. Like all the men I know could not do anything but zone in, because if I noticed it, they noticed it. Girlfriend Brassicus was out there. Okay. Didn't understand, the pink and the blue, like, but do you, boo, do you. But she is talking to them. Like I said, she's talking to them about intimacy, and she was talking to Gina and Clint. And I was like, why is she wasting her time and trying to push this couple to do something that it's obvious that Gina doesn't want to do? So, Gina is indicating that she has no attraction to Clint. He don't have swag, even though Clint said he got swag. Gina was like, he don't have no swag. Like, she actually laughed at him. And it seems like just the mere fact that he would touch her nauseates her almost. Like, she's like, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't feel comfortable talking to him about this because I'm not interested in him that way. And, it's almost like, and I could relate to that. Although, I'm not the one that's married at first sight. I didn't marry anybody. And I should not be trying to become intimate with this person. But I do understand when you are just absolutely not physically, emotionally, sexually, any other kind of to a man. It's a no-go, honey. Sex is the last thing. Touching, hugging, kissing, like you can't even imagine it. And that's really where Gina is in this relationship. She says that the two of them are friends, but I don't even believe that they're friends. And I don't believe that they're going to have a friendship after this is over. I think that they're going to go their way. They're going to probably make appearances, right, when it is time to show up, for different photo opportunities and that kind of stuff. But I don't think that she is even a friend to him. This is, to me, a business for Gina. Gina wasn't attracted to him because of his ginger hair. That hasn't changed. And she is just not interested in him. But of course, they've got to go through these motions. It's just the same thing that they do year after year. They send them a basket, give them homework. And why they tried to do the stuff out the bathroom, she was like, this was better than I expected, which means I didn't throw up. I didn't throw up at the thought of him, using aromatherapy. A lot of people believe that Clint is attracted to Gina, and that if Gina said yes, Clint would. I disagree. I don't think that Clint is attracted to Gina either. Because if Clint was attracted to Gina, they would be having these kind of conversations. A man that's attracted to you, he's going to try. Period, point blank, poo. And he hasn't even tried it with her. He's like standoffish, you know what I mean? Like, he realizes that this is just not, this ain't gonna go. And so he's not pursuing her. He's just letting it go with the flow. He falling in love with the dog. He likes having a dog. But as far as being attracted to Gina, I don't think he is. I think the two of them have a business deal at this point. I think that late in the midnight hour, when they thought that God was going to turn it around, that, they made a decision. We just going to go through this. I don't think he's even attracted to her because he will be pursuing. And one thing about a man who doesn't get it right, or who is really attracted to you and you not, because one thing about it is that Gina's coming out and saying what she's saying. But anyway, we're going to get off of them. I feel sorry for him because for somebody else, he probably is a good man. He probably is a good man. Now, on the after show, Clint had mentioned that the girl that, remember when we first met him, first episode, and once they had finished doing like the little search show, you know how they do it, and they do the matches and all of that kind of stuff. We hear from Dr. Pepper and Dr. Calvin, and then they go into the Bachelorette and the couples meeting each other and all that kind of stuff. He had mentioned that he had slept with somebody 2 weeks prior to this. Well, come to find out, this was an old girlfriend of his that he was in a relationship with. She had traveled and ended up leaving, and they couldn't do the long distance relationship. And after, so they decided to break up because it just wasn't going to work between the two of them. And so afterwards, she ended up coming back and they started being friends and they hooked up. And that is the woman that Clint was with. And I'm hoping that there is still hope, that there is still something there between Clint and this young lady, because it just ain't happening with Gina. There's a little bit of something that's endearing to me as it relates to him. I don't know what it is, but I think he's endearing. The next couple that I want to talk about, Auntie, and Auntie. Let me see something, y'all. I'm trying to see something. Is Eris and Jasmine. In my opinion, stuff really got real this episode. It's been building for a while where Eris has been trying to turn the tables on the impression that everybody around them has, the impression that the experts have, and the impression that we have. He has been trying to make this thing about Jasmine and about I'm doing the work. When they give them an exercise, because he's so nonchalant and so uncaring, right? He can do the episode, he can do the exercises because he has compartmentalized this relationship. And I know some of y'all may not agree with me, but he has her in a compartment. He is fully aware that, he is one of those kind of people that knows how to put things in different slots. And that's what Jasmine is. Jasmine is in one of his compartments. She is sort of a to-do list. Nothing more, nothing else. He has no investment, in my opinion, in this relationship. Thank you so much, Queen T, for the $1.99 super chat. If the shoe don't fit, why shove your foot in them? Absolutely, Queen T. Absolutely. There's no Cinderella here. She's in a compartment. And she knows it. Because in the beginning, he kept talking about how attracted she was to him. And how he was not attracted to her at all. Period. He's very clear. Now, one of the things that I can say, and we all may not like it, is that he's not toying with her physically. Mentally, yes. Emotionally, but not physically. Because the way that Jasmine came out the gate, he could have been toying with her and sleeping with her, just like Chris did with Paige. If you all have been looking at Married at First Sight, I think that they were season 15, where no, they were 14, where he was totally toying with Paige. He was sleeping with Paige and calling her a dirty, nasty, stinky, ugly dog behind her back. Oh, yes, he was. Yes, he was. And Eris, Jasmine has put herself in a position where she could have been going through the same thing. But because I think that Eris got a little bit of decency in him, not a lot, but a little bit of decency, he's not gaslighting her in that area. Although he could be, which would really damage Jasmine. Because Jasmine has come out the gate. On last week's episode, they all went out and was, playing together. Eris and Jasmine and Shaquille and Kirsten. During that conversation, she was sitting there and she had a conversation with Shaquille, like by herself. And he was like, look, I'm not hitting on you or anything like that, but I just want to say, you're beautiful inside and out. And she was happy to hear that. But one of the things that I noticed that Jasmine keeps saying over and over, I'm not confrontational. I don't want the confrontational. So I hold in what it is that I have to say. Well, guess what? That's unfair to Eris. Because number one, even if he doesn't stay with her, how does he grow? How does he know? In my opinion, and I don't know how you all feel. Tell me down in the comment section. Jasmine checked out during the honeymoon just like Eris did. Jasmine thought he was nice looking and all that until she found out he had never been in love. When she found that out, her whole countenance changed. Even her body language towards him changed. Because at first she was sashaying, with her different change of bathing suits and all of that. But once she found that out, right? Because y'all remember on a honeymoon night when Jasmine came out and she had her little lingerie on, we ain't seen that since. Because the moment that he said, I ain't never been in love, she became very insecure. Because she is the opposite. She falls very quickly. So Jasmine had already had her brakes on. She already knew she wasn't going all in 100%. And then when he started, having these empty conversations with her, it just caused her to back up more and more and more and more. But Jasmine checked out, y'all, at the honeymoon. And I don't care what y'all say. No, I care about what y'all say. Put it down in the comment section, right? Because, we want this kind of dialogue. But, so it's been a gradual drip, like a faucet. Eventually, that washer is going to continue to wear down where that drip turns into a slow pour. And that's where Jasmine is now. Him having these different conversations with her, dismissing the fact she's feeling like another woman. Okay, so that was the first thing. The second thing that happened is that Jasmine is fully aware that he slept with one of her girlfriends. But yet he's not attracted to her. So Jasmine is already basically out. She's going through the motions and not being, in my opinion, honest about where she is. Jasmine hasn't been forthcoming with the truth because, again, she says, I don't want confrontation. When they had to do the exercise last week, She wasn't into it. She was giving one word answers. No. Yes. I don't know. And so it makes Eris look like he's the one that's working now. Like, he's had this shift. I'm really working. And so now when they sit in front of the doctor, because Jasmine has handled this in a way, in my opinion, that's been inappropriate, say what you have to say and make sure it's on the record. Well, guess what? Now Eris is saying what he wants to say, and he's making sure that it goes on the record. It's on the record that Jasmine, when he's trying to have an intellectual conversation with her, he can't because she's disconnected. And then what does Jasmine do? Take the responsibility on herself and say, you know what? The problem is me and not him. The problem is that I brush things under the rug. The problem is that I'm not a great communicator. The problem is I was bullied when I was in school. Jasmine is now making herself the problem when she wasn't the problem from the beginning. But you see how as women sometimes, and I can only talk from a woman's perspective because I'm a woman. But when we have low self-esteem in certain areas in our lives, we will take on somebody else's undeservingly. Because now Jasmine is sitting there with Shaquille, who compliments her, and her whole world turns around. But he had to make sure he said, no disrespect, I ain't trying to hit on you. I got my own wife. But is Shaquille looking at her? Is she the little lonely ducky that, got to get, saved in the pond? Is she? Things that make you go, So this week, they sit in front of the doctor, she's like, ain't nothing there. And he's like, it's something there, I'm not physically attracted, but I'm doing the work. And she's not talking, and I'm being vulnerable in front of her, and she ain't doing nothing. He done turned those tables. He has turned the tables, or at least he's trying to. So after the doctor leaves, she's like, they're in the kitchen and they're cooking. And she's like, I heard, from somebody that the only reason why you applauded me when I was coming down the aisle was because you was told to do it. So they flash back of him having a conversation with someone. And he was like, what was I supposed to do? You was about to faint. What was I supposed to do? I'm chivalrous. I'm a man. This is chivalry at its finest. I saved a damsel in distress. He don't care. He's going through the motions and changing the narrative. And Jasmine now is through. She's emotionally tired. She took care of the man. She took care of the man while he was sick. She's been there. She's showing up. Or at least she thinks she's showing up because Jasmine's not showing up. All of the wind is out of her sail. She's not even showing up anymore. She's not. She's a woman scorned. But she told her girlfriend, he's got some work to do. But then she sits down with the girls and she's boohoo crying because she's telling them about the relationship. And I'm sure all of them see it, all of them know it. And she's telling them about the relationship. And she's like, I'm basically tapped out. I'm drained. I just don't have it in me to do anymore. And the girls are like sitting there stunned because, none of them got up to hug her because the first thing I wanted to do was run across the table and hug her. And, Kirsten was like, I know this hurts because you wanted to be married so bad. And she was like, he says that he's going, after we talked to the experts, he says that he's going to do something. He vows that he's going to do it, but I have seen no change. And she's not going to see any change because she's going along with it and not confronting him. He was asked whether or not if she told him off and kirked out on him, what would he do? He said he would like it. Jasmine was like, wait a minute, who is this man sitting beside me? But that was the time to bust his ass out. Thank you so much, Football Shane Light, for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you. That was the time to bust him out and say, you're about a fake mother. Like, they would have been bleeping me out. What do you mean? So you like confrontation? You like the girls that snap their heads and be rolling their eyes and flicking their fingers and all up in your face and all that? Is that what he wants? Is that the kind of woman that he finds himself attracted to? If it is, he should have never did this show because they're not going to pick them girls. Those girls is for the street. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting a street girl, but you're not going to find that street girl or Married at First Sight. Now, if he was with, what was the girls last year that was married to, was it Nate, that went off for him and flipped the tables and the foosball table and all, that's who he needed. The girl from the last season. Because this girl ain't doing it. Jasmine is classy. She doesn't like a lot of confrontation. And the thing about it is, a lot of times communication isn't confrontation. It's all about tone and manner and meaning what you say and saying what you mean. And then when you say it, put it out there. Leave it out there. Stand 10 toes to the ground and say, you know what, this is how I feel about this. And I'm not changing how I feel about it. It's so sad to see her crying like that because she's like, I just don't think I got it in me anymore. And none of us can blame her because she has been working. But one thing she hasn't been doing is communicating. And that means communicate your whole truth instead of having pageant answers. He wrote, his letter, to his younger self. She wrote her letter, and neither one of them took the exercise seriously. Has he been vulnerable? Yes. He's been telling her about his father and the things, his father leaving him and how that has affected him as a man. That is a level of vulnerability, especially being a black man and saying it on TV. A lot of people assume because a father is not in a home in the black community that he's a deadbeat dad, or the child never knew the father. But that's different for him, and he is still carrying around that trauma. He even talked about how often he gets triggered by just seeing a child with the father. So he has a lot of inner healing that he has to do. But honey, he turning this around on her. Or at least he's trying to, y'all. The next couple that I want to talk about is Nicole and Chris. Nicole said basically that the sex ain't good. Nicole said that, honey, it's not an all night long thing. It's a wake me when you're done because you're the only one having fun. Nicole said that I know that I'm pleasing him. I know that I'm doing all those things. Okay, this is what I do to get you in the mood. But Nicole said, honey, we're not having no foreplay. Like, it's enough. And we just in there like little rabbits and everything. And it's just not, I'm not satisfied. But she told him, you know what? If this is what we're going to do, if this the best that you can give me, then, I'm giving you the best that I got. Baby, I bet everything on my wedding ring. Okay. That's how Nicole's coming up out of her mouth. Ooh. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. But Chris ain't doing nothing. And then she went and got Chris a bidet. Cause she was like, okay, I don't know if his ass or my ass, but somebody's ass is stinking. So just just in case I don't make it home tonight, I need you to go and hit that bidet in that bathroom. I need you to go hit on it, put a little soap behind that too. Okay. I got some Bath and Body Works, some Jergens, some Palmolive boots, some Dawn. They say that Dawn get rid of the grease. Bitch, she got that sitting on the side of the countertop right there on the sink, bitch. She said, rub a little on your ass. Okay, like the Tin Man, bitch. She like rubbed some of that on there and hit that bidet real quick. Because not only are you not giving me good loving, okay? She said you're stinking while you're at it, bitch. Okay? She said, no. When she sat down, Nicole, when she sat down with the doctor, she was talking about, her past traumas and stuff like that. It's amazing if you pay attention to Chris's face, because Chris is like, what the fuck is now it's something else. This girl has nothing but trauma stories. She was, rebellious as a child. She was hanging out, missing school. She was, doing whatever people told her to do. She said she always needed attention. Her parents always gave it to her. She got to high school. She just was acting an ass, and she was having sex with people and doing a nasty and doing a butt. Ow, that. I'm wrong. If you want to do the butt all night long. And didn't care that she had no feelings for them and they had no feelings for her. And so now she's in this relationship and she's carrying that same thing, because it doesn't appear from what she's saying that she is satisfied. She said it could be a little bit more, but you know what? I'm looking at myself and I'm like, you know what, girl, you got a lot of hangups and you fucked up. And Dr. P was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to tear ourselves down. We're not doing it. I'm not going to sit up here and allow you to have a pity party. You not fucked up. No, she fucked up. Because she's living in the trauma. She's continued to bring it up, even with a basket of things. It's always something wrong. There's something wrong with this, and I can't use this, and I can't do that. Like, just, what's the word I want to use? I'm trying to think of the word that I want to use, and I am drawing a blank like a mother. Is she's a Debbie Downer. She is absolutely a Debbie Downer. Ain't nothing going right for Nicole. And then she, they had to talk about their childhood. And she like, I don't even want to tell him nothing, because I don't want him to change his mind and say he don't fucking like me. I don't really want him to know who and what I really am, because I'm too afraid for him to know who I am. He may not like me. He may change his mind and be like, bitch, I don't, you know what? You got all this drama and stuff with you, and I don't like you. Thank you so much, Jacqueline Cartwright, for the $5 super sticker. Thank you, boo. Y'all see my voice is just about gone. Oh, my God. And it's like steady leaving, and I don't even know why. Was I yelling? I don't think I was, bitch. Must be the pollen. I need to go to bed. But enough about that couple. Last but not least is Shaquille and Kirsten. Last week, Kirsten told Shaquille that he had to buy her a house. That she's going to be having these babies. And this will be a good push gift. You ain't even got the dick yet. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. How are you fantasizing about a house and kids and company over and he can't meet your friends? Hell, he ain't even met your father that you talk about every 5 minutes. Your father didn't show up to the fucking wedding and he ain't showed up to nothing else. But he this strong, masculine ass, take charge and take over type of man. Like, the fuck out of here. Like, are we looking at two different fucking shows? Maybe it's me. Like, maybe it's me. Maybe it's the fuck me. Because I said, this is one delusional ass. When Shaquille set his ass up there and told people that they are 7'8", I said, the fuck are they delusional, mother? What? They don't even talk to each other. She talks at this mother. He's sitting up there married and everything, and he's still in school. He at the, he's okay, bitch. Oh, I'm trying to keep it cute. I am trying to keep this cute. But I'm so confused by them, bitch. I got whiplash. I got whiplash. I don't know who's who to believe, who not to believe, bitch. I don't know if it's Tuesday, if Thursday come before Tuesday, bitch, or Sunday come before Saturday. Bitch, I'm so confused. I don't know. Up, down, hole, my ass from a hole in the ground. When you talk about these people, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Shaquille, but Shaquille, you won't ready to be married. Motherfucker, you talk about a lightning bolt struck down a tree limb in front of you, and this was a motherfucking sign because you went to Tennessee and the show came to Tennessee. No, that's opportunity. Don't make this about God and God ordained this, and you sitting up here and you and the girl don't talk to each other. You want her to be up underneath your ass the whole time. And I guess you think because she a real estate agent and maybe she ain't selling no fucking houses, you feel like she can trump up and down, every little college fair that you go to. If you don't put your college material out, your little keychain holders and your pencils with your school represented and y'all little brochures and put your shirt on and shut the fuck up and go out there and do what you got to do. Bitch, I'll call you when I call you. I ain't got to be going back and forth with your ass every time you go to a damn school fair and try to recruit some kids for the college. Mother, I don't work for the college, bitch. They don't know if he asked her to go, if he didn't ask her to go. They don't know what the hell. And then and then they talking on Skype. I mean, on whatever it was, bitch. And she like, he pick up the thing and he like, yeah, hey. He mad with her because come to find out, he said he ain't heard from her ass because as soon as she found out that he was leaving, she was like, all right, then deuces. I'm going to go ahead on and get my calendar out. Bitch, she went and got a wall calendar to set her shit up with her girlfriends. She didn't even do it on her app. She didn't do it on Google Calendar, nothing. She said, bitch, I got a whole ass wall calendar. X marked the spot, bitch. Okay, every time a day go by, I'm going to put on this damn calendar. I'm going to put an X on it like this, right? Until it's time for his ass to go and time for us to hang the hell out, bitch. X marked the spot. She said, I like it when he was taking charge and he was painting on me and everything, but the paint party over. The paint brushes is put up, okay? The paint is dried out. The pictures is done and they hung on the wall, bitch. And, bitch, I can't with them. And she like, I missed you last night. We wasn't in the bed together. He was like, oh, you did? Well, you could have been down here with me. She was like, well, what time you leaving? He was like, I don't know. Then she throws him a kiss and he, cuts it off. She bring him back. I know you saw that I tried to blow you a kiss. He was like, oh, okay. And then he get home. They meet with the doctor. Why is my voice leaving me? They meet with the doctor. And she was like, he metrosexual. He ain't like my daddy. See, the thing about it is, Jasmine, you see, and you know what? No offense to the father, but fuck it, I'm going to say it because ain't nobody else going to say it. I might as well say it. You talk about how great and fabulous and how strong and rough and tough with his motherfucking Afro puffs your father was, but he sure left y'all asses. Now, no, what you got is a man, whether he metrosexual, want to get his nails done, his toes done, whether or not, he want a bald head and he wants to make sure his face is trimmed up and everything, whether or not he ain't out there in the street acting a fool, you know what I'm saying, knocking motherfuckers upside the head, acting ignorant in restaurants and all of that. You got them that care about you, right? But you don't want that. You want somebody that's just gonna be rough and tough and everything. You want his nails dirty than a month. You want him to come in there and beat his chest and and all of that kind of bull. You want somebody to come over there, when they see you do it at the end of the day and they, knock you upside the head. Hey, boo, what's up, boo? How you doing today? You had a good day today? Okay. Smacking you all hard, all up on the shoulders. No, metrosexual men ain't for everybody. They not. They not for everybody. But bitch, you want somebody to come up in there and rough you around, pull a side of your weave out. I don't know what I don't get it. But you talking about your father, but your father left y'all asses. That's all you talk about is your daddy, but he ain't showed the fuck up yet. Where's this strong, tough daddy? He ain't tough enough to be up on the screen. Fuck him. What does he do? He got all up underneath his nail because he is a mechanic. Like, what it do? It's more to a man than paying bills. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's more to a man than just paying bills. I want you to be there, intellectual and everything else. And then you gonna sit up here and talk about something you can't, he not man enough for you. You lucky my voice gone because I was singing a little bit. Just be a man about it. And then here it is. He said, he ain't even talk to your ass. So both of them confused about what they want. When she said something to him about a house, bitch, he started going down on the list of what the fuck he didn't have. Like, honey, he was in junior high school, bitch. He was like, I'm still in school. I don't really make that much money. That's a big jump for me. I can't do all of that. I ain't making but, $16 an hour, bitch. And then you're going to take him to a $2.9 million house? Does Shaquille look like $2.9 million? Bitch, I'll wait. Bitch, I'ma wait. And we're going to be waiting. We're going to be waiting on that midnight train to Georgia. Okay. We're going to be waiting on him like we went on Santa Claus, boo. When we 50 years old, we waiting for Santa Claus to come and eat our cookies and drink our motherfucking milk. We waiting for Santa to show his ass up through the chimney, bitch. We waiting for him to come through come through the gates of the fireplace. Okay, we waiting for Santa Claus. We gonna be waiting on Shaquille to be getting a $2.9 million house, and he working up at a college. Bitch, we waiting. Yeah, we waiting, and we waiting for you to be worthy of it. You can't even touch the man. You're lying half the goddamn time. You don't, you got all of these invisible ass friends and invisible ass family members that you want everybody to measure up to, but we ain't met the motherfuckers yet. Let us be the judge of whether or not your father, Shaquille, should be. Shaquille was like, where the father at? Where he at? Bitch, we looking down the dog hole. Daddy, daddy, daddy. Hello, 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 hello. Bitch, empty it in a empty ass apartment. The echoing just going on, on. Bitch, it sound like it ain't a furniture like her old apartment. That Airbnb that she had, bitch, that's how empty her life is because we ain't seen daddy. And matter of fact, we ain't even heard from mama. Where's mama? When I saw the mother, I was looking at the mother thinking, is the mother a crackhead? And then when the mother showed up late, was it her mother or Jasmine's mama? Bitch, one of them mothers showed up late. I said, bitch, we got a crackhead on our hand or what? Let me know. Somebody let me know. Does she got an alcohol problem? Like, what is going on? And I could have sworn it was Kirsten's mother because they was the ones that was sitting outside. And when her mother was sitting outside like that, honey, I was like, crack a tackle like that. I mean, let her sister know. I ain't saying she is. I'm just saying, bitch, I think your little past a little sketchy, and you may be quite embarrassed by the motherfucker, okay? And you living in a fantasy world because by your own admission, you the one saying you took care of your brothers. Bitch, I think it's some holes in your story. I'm just saying, Kirsten, I ain't trying to come down on the sister or nothing like that. I want the best for you. But God, something is wrong. And y'all ain't gonna tell me no different because I've been crooked eye, looking at her from the side of my eye. I've been just about blind up at, okay? I got to bleep my own self out because I'm telling you right now, I want to see daddy. Fuck, let's not talk about him. Show up. And then you gonna sit there and say in the man's face and you ain't never had a conversation with him that he ain't masculine or not. That he's sweet and he's kind and he's all of that. Yeah, a masculine man is all of that too. Where he could be sweet and kind to you. What the do we want? Well, don't put me in it because I ain't saying we. Damn it, because I know a good man when I see a good man. And you appreciate that good man for who he is. Compliment. Oh, no, wait a minute. What was that? Dedicate his favorite song and hold him closer all night long. Love him today. I find 1,000 ways. Bitch. And don't forget, there may be, okay, an old lover that you might have to fuck up. If it's an ass whooping she wants, let's go all the way. Okay? Bitch. He's a good man. But you want to make it something else because he ain't knocking you upside your head. You want to make it something else. You go talk about some, it was sexy seeing him use his muscles. But he is using his muscles. He's using his brain power. Don't you see that head? Don't you see his head? She don't know what she wants. And she's living in a fantasy world because she wants this motherfucker to buy her a $2.9 million home. And she wants it within the next 3 months. And she know he's a teacher. He's not making money like that. Thank you so much, K-Rock, for the $2 super chat. Sing it, Auntie. Okay, voice just is gone. Thank you, boo. No man wants to sit and be called weak. No man wants a woman to say he's not masculine. This is not the first time that Kirsten has embarrassed him. This is not the first time that Kirsten has said things in the public that she has not said to him. Y'all remember when she was saying that she wasn't attracted to him and all that kind of stuff, and she got up in front of everybody and said it wasn't no chemistry? She is just not a good fit for Shaquille. Because if he had said, Kirsten, you're not woman enough for me, then what? It would have took all of the life out of her and she would have been done. Her ass would have been like Gina. Gina had the audacity to say something to Clint about his hair. And then when he said something to her about her weight, she had a problem. So Kirsten, if he says something to you about you or put you on the spot because you've been fighting the whole time about being secretive about who you are, who your friends and your family are, what would you have done if he said you're not feminine enough for me? You're a little rough around the edges. You know, you got a lot of, seem like you got a lot of masculinity up underneath your arms. You know, seem like you're a little, a little masculine, a little rough, a little boyish. I like to see you move your hips. And when you move your hips around, that, makes me think that you're a woman. Just like you see when he lift boxes, he is a man. Not all men are blue collar workers. Not all men are athletes. Not all men are boxers. And not all men are educated, gentle, kind, compassionate, caring. So you got to find out, Kirsten, what the you want. Because it's enough women, and I'm going to say it, it's enough women out here doing their job and that of a man. It's enough women doing that. You want to be in control. That means you a bossy, nasty mother. That's what I hear Shaquille say. You a bossy, nasty type of person. And you think it's cute. And then you sit there and bat your eyelashes and act like you did not just insult that man on national television. It's a time and a place for everything. It's a time and a place for everything. And that conversation, in my opinion, should not have taken place in front of everything. And just because a man sews does not make him feminine. Is he proper? Mm-hmm. Does he have that southern twang? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Thank you so much, I'm Kelly for the $5 super chat. Hey, Auntie, hope you remember me. But okay, remember me. But if not, it's okay. But finally caught alive, and I wanted to tell you, I am getting a gastric sleeve April 13th. Wish me luck. Good luck, baby. Good luck. I'm hoping everything goes well and that you are in the best of health and that the doctor uses a robot like Dr. Now, okay? And that everything is safe. Good luck on your journey, boo. Keep me posted, okay? Keep us all posted. We want to know, Kelly. Congratulations for even just making it to that, because I'm sure that was a journey. Congratulations, boo. We wish you only the best. I agree. That's why I need a definition of masculine, because a lot of women be confusing masculinity with toxic behavior. But you know what? Here's the thing, though, Karina. The thing that we need is a man to define that, because as women, we can't define what's masculine and what's not. Just like a man can't define what is feminine and what's not, because they ain't never been a woman. They know what they're attracted to, but everybody's attracted to something different, right? So and she says the most inappropriate things, and it's like she waits for that opportunity to be on camera to catch him slipping. And Shaquille's getting tired of her, and he should. Anyway, y'all, I love you all to pieces. Thank you all so much for being here. This is the end of my rant of Married at First Sight, season 16, episode 14. Thank you to everybody who super chatted me. Thank you for everybody who even showed up. If it's your first time being here, go ahead on and hit that subscribe button and join the family. Don't be coming up in here, shacking with us, right? And don't want to make no commitment. Make a commitment, okay? We want to be in a relationship with you. You see all these people over here, we want to be in a relationship. Now, if you want to be encouraged, y'all please hit me up on Auntie's Advice channel for women. For some reason, I am losing my voice, and I don't know what's going on. So y'all pray for me as I get myself together to see you in about an hour. Love y'all.